have Ajay Veer Singh with us. Hi, how are you doing?
Very good, thank you.
Alright, so Colombo Fashion Week started in 2003 if I'm correct. Yeah? Okay. So you've openly spoken about how hard it was in the beginning, like how hard it really was to come up to here. So what motivated you to do it up to date?
I don't know, it's probably the hunger, the desire, it's like you to keep digging deeper, it's a fire, combination of everything. And then you just keep going, you keep believing in what you're doing and keep moving.
So the Sri Lankan fashion industry is good, bad, it's ugly. So what do you think about the fashion industry today?
Well, fashion has a lot of side. There's a glamorous side, there's there's not so glamorous side, there's hard work at the back, there's a gossip side, there's a superficial front. But to me, fashion is part of a very basic human need, which is like food, clothing, shelter. Food, clothing and shelter. So clothing is an essential human thing. So I approach fashion from that perspective always, So how can fashion be good? How can it help personalities? How can it kind of, build, build societies? Because, it's a human expression. Yeah.
So tell us a bit about the theme. The theme this year is a bit different, right? So tell us about it.
So the themes for last 5 years is all around sustainability, right? So we keep building sustainability up and up. And this year is green conscious, earth sensitive. So kind of we're going into details of environment and societal well-being all together. So we getting designers used to it, we're getting consumers aware of it, we're getting the whole the supply chain, the designer supply chain. We want to get them completely on the front where they are sensitive to environment and society.
All right. So finally, what are you most excited about the Colombo Fashion Week this year?
It's the fact is it's 2022, so I feel that we are kind of stabilized in a new environment in the pandemic, and we are expanding the scope because 2019 was a huge one. 2020 we had to restrict it. 21 also restricted. 2021 we have hope with things opening up, so we're expanding the scope now. So all the amazing collaboration that we're doing with the wildlife, with UN, with the Italian embassy. So those are amazing collaborations which will kind of strengthen the fashion design industry in Sri Lanka.
All right, thank you so much for your time.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Hi, today we are here at Colombo Fashion Week press launch. So I have Fazina Rajabdeen with me. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you very much.
All right, so you are an inspiration to all the women out there. So tell us a bit about how did you start it? What motivated you to start this Colombo Fashion Week?
Well, I wasn't part of the initial start. It was Ajay Veer Singh who's the founder. I've just been around for 8 years. But yes, what we stand for as a developmental platform and the progressive change that the company stands for is what keeps it going.
All right, lovely answer. So tell us a bit about the theme this year. The theme this year is Green Conscious Earth Sensitive. It's very related to the work we do in the sustainability space. We focus on the impact of the environment and the supply chain, and that's how this theme came around. What is the importance of the environment in the work we do? We want to bring awareness to the many difficulties that the Sri Lankan environment faces in the industry, and we are a platform who can make that change and help bring that awareness, and that's what we're doing this season. Okay, so the fashion industry, it's not easy. There are many ups and downs. So how do you cope with it?
Well, like any industry, you need to be progressive, you need to be resilient, and I think the industry is great. It's seen quite some hard times with the pandemic. However, I think it's a nature of Sri Lankans as well to bounce back, and we've seen it through. I think it's behind us now.
So how would you describe your personal fashion?
I think what you see, it's quite simplistic and classic.
Okay, so HSBC Emerging Fund, if I'm correct. Tell us a bit more about it. How does it link to Colombo Fashion Week?
So we are an organization very developmental in nature. So we've developing the designers has been one of the core pillars since the inception, that is in 2003. So obviously it's changed over time, it's progressed, and we've now created an entire fashion ecosystem that helps a designer propel into the industry. So where the HSBC fund comes in is it's very timely because the young designers are struggling post-pandemic to
sustain their businesses. So HSBC has come forward to help us in this CFW Accelerate program, which is the development system, and take these young designers, fund them, and see their businesses through. So give them that little push, and that happens through our financial funding.
All right. Thank you so much for your time.